struggle situation in my corner of the world, specifically in this year, is that there has been a lull. It's been a bit quiet, but now people are picking up. We are scheduled to go to Busia on the 10th of May. So we invite all of you, on behalf of the Busia, I invite you guys, come there and see how we manage at the border.
Ndi musanyufu olwakuba leero ndabye omuntu eyandikurutinga sibeerangako naye wano naye leero mulabi kawanguzipo leero mulabi wano yandikurutinga ate ye n'amala n'akola ki ndowooza olw'ebitabo.
Well, I'm very grateful to Mr. Ronald for calling me. Well, I had a fellowship, a business meeting, but when he gave me a call, like, Mr. President, immediately I left. I told the moderator and I jumped on the judge. So, Mr. President, we love you and we shall support you where need be. We are in the struggle together, and I pledge my loyalty to the struggle and to you personally. And I believe we shall work together with the many faces the new faces that I've seen. Well, thank you very much.
I come from Rwampara, Nice. They're there in the mountain. Doctor knows there very well. Hey, you know, these last 5 years has not been easy, but at least I'm happy we managed to always teach them. Now at least you can see there is a change. We are working together.
Bambireddewo nnyo nga Ronald waga nti struggles zembadde mpitamu kuba kyemmanyi Dr. Wasemba okundaba nali mu kilo 9 kati ndi mu 68 kitegeeza badde era nadde siri wakujja kuba Ronald amasimu gansuseeko obungi eŋŋamba owaayi enkola kambireko nkole ki nzije.
I've been with Mr. President since 2012.
Kirungi nnyo okufaanana ekintu kyokola ki kyoyogerako. Abantu ne baba nga niwe boogera mu bantu abatali balambulukufu bagamba nti kirungi oyo bamakoha bw'aba akkiriza okola kino aba agenda akola, bw'agaana aba akoze eki aba agaana. Sometimes kibi naye ate ebirungi ebikivaamu biki bingi. Dokita, ffe tubaddewo naddala mu luno olutalo, naddala abava Eastern twali affected nnyo mu bintu ebimu, kuba abamu baluzimba nga baluleese nga lwa Eastern. Era nga ffe waffe bw'oyogera nga tolina powa oba nandala bakugamba olidde mu Eastern obuuza kiki kye twakkirizaganyako nti tetugendamu nga kyakulwanyirira region. Naye dokita, ekyamaanyi nga muto wange Kawanguzi kyayogedde nkusinga obukulu. Statement gye wakola ng'ogamba nti weerwanyirira yali nnungi nnyo kuba yali ekulyetinze nga bakola propaganda batandise ekintu kimu. Dokita yatuleeta mu lutalo, tatuyambye, takoze eki, ng'eyo naye efuuse ensonga buli omu agamba mbadde ne dokita emyaka bweki tanyambye eki. Kati yatuyamba ffenna twegatta ku struggle gye watandika nga weerwanyirira nga naffe ne tujagala ne tugyegattako tutambule, naye ffenna buli omu yajja kwerwanyirira.
I'm so happy that you're now 68. You're still baby in my heart.
Nga ogyeko ekyokusensitizinga abantu walimu n'ekyokulwanagana n'abo bonna ba NRM n'abo bali mu opposition naye ng'ate bagezaako kwonoona erinnya lya dokita. So bakazi basajja beewaddeyo okukola omulimu.
I'm proud to say that since then I've supported Dr. KIZZA BESIGYE, and I've never looked back, neither do I regret. So Doctor, thank you so much for being our hope. Thank you so much for being our strength. Because sometimes even when you feel like giving up, you look at the journey that Dr. BESIGYE has traveled, you look at the indignity that he has suffered and he has not given up. And you ask yourself, really, if Dr. BESIGYE has continued fighting regardless of the torture, regardless of the indignity, how then can I afford to give up? So Doctor, thank you so much for the commitment. Thank you so much for everything that you have really done for the struggle. We carry on because you've not given up. We carry on because you also carry on.
And at a personal level, I must also thank you for, encouraging me and supporting me. And this is indeed extremely, heartwarming for me to know that people can go there and think about how to, celebrate here and come together and do all this. I, at a personal level, really would like to thank you very, very much. Thank you. Yeah, now, but the fact of the matter is that, you see, we really expire. That's the truth. The truth of the matter is that however much you are loved, however much you are needed, you expire.
But we shall change the expiry date.
Yes, and the trouble is that nobody knows the expiry date. We expire, but the thing is, just like systems expire, this is what I've been telling people, you see, dictatorships expire. Even when you don't do anything about them, they grow old, like we grow old, and they die. Yes, dictatorships grow old and die. And anybody who looks at experiences of how dictatorships grow will clearly see that the Ugandan dictatorship is on its deathbed. It's going to die. There is no doubt about it. The contradictions that it has built within itself as it continues to try and reign high over everybody else, the contradictions it has are such that it cannot survive much longer. It is going to die. The biggest danger is what happens when it dies, because it can die with the country, and that is a real danger that we face, which we don't seem to appreciate the urgency of addressing. The fact that, if Museveni didn't wake up tomorrow, even as a person, what would follow? What would happen the next day? It could be a sudden degeneration of the whole system into a civil war. A civil war could immediately, because of failure to agree on how his going is managed, you can have immediately something burst out and degenerate into all kinds of things, like you see in Sudan, like you see in like what happened in Somalia and so on, collapse of the state. That is quite imminent here. And so it's reasonable, or it requires reasonable people to plan for expiry of systems, to plan for the expiry of this regime, for example, that we have a contingency, that we have a plan of what to do to hold the country together and to take it forward. Should anything happen, we should have a plan. Those who are around Museveni clearly have no plan. Those who are fighting him have no plan either. So the other ones can fight themselves. We ourselves are already fighting ourselves. You know? And that is what spells a disaster. You know?